Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn, and I am your communications coach or an English coach. When we want to speak English fluently and confidently, we miss out this one important thing, right? There are lots of components which make you start speaking in English, right? Like vocabulary, grammar, sentence construction, reading, listening, understanding, etc., etc. Right? There are lots of components which actually help you to start speaking in English. But one thing we miss out in the entire process, which stops us from being fluent and confident in speaking in English, or we get slow in gaining fluency and confidence in speaking in English just because of this one component and this one factor, which is very important, and we usually miss out this. A lot of us don't even realize that this is so important. So guys, in this session, I'm going to take up this topic and I'm going to tell you what is that component which is extremely important for you to gain fluency and confidence at the earliest during your English fluency journey. So guys, if you like my videos, do subscribe my channel, like and share it, write your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. Now let's get back to the topic. So today I'm going to talk about storytelling. What is the storytelling? Storytelling doesn't mean, standing up in front of people and telling a story, like how well you can tell a story. It's not a competition. It's not something which you have to go on stage and start speaking to people about. Like, you don't have to speak about any story, like the hare and the tortoise, the thirsty crow, or the fox and the grapes, etc. So you don't have to narrate a story here. You don't have to start writing a story. Storytelling doesn't mean all these things. I'll give you very simple examples to make you understand what I'm going to talk about or what I am trying to talk about. Okay, so for example, you went somewhere, right? And when you come back, like for example, let's take I went for shopping yesterday. Okay, I did do something there. Whether I shopped or not is not important, but I did something there, right? I might have shopped, I might have not shopped, whatever. And when I came back, somebody asked me in my family, so how was your shopping? Where did you go? Or what did you do there? Any of these questions, one of my family members asked me. Right? Now, what will I say? What will my answer be? I am going to describe the entire thing. What did I do there? Right? So, either I can say I did some shopping and that's it. Again, the person will know, what did you shop from then? What did you shop? How was the market? How was your experience? Then lots of questions starts coming in. People do ask. You imagine a situation where your friend has been to a movie last night, and when he or she comes back, you have a lot of questions to ask. How was the movie? What was the story? Should I go and watch the movie or not? Right? We have a lot of questions. We want to know a lot of things. So that is why whenever you are describing something, you're talking about your experience or whatever you have done, any activity, action, experience, or anything which you have witnessed or been through, you have to describe the entire thing. What is this description? This is basically storytelling, right? If somebody has asked me, where did you go or what did you do yesterday? Like I've taken my first example, I went for shopping. So what did you do yesterday or where did you go for shopping? If somebody have asked me this question. So I have to narrate the entire thing. How do I do this? How do I describe it? So I cannot pick up anything and start talking about it in a random way. Right, I went for shopping yesterday. It was late, so I was very hungry and I had a burger there. It was very crowded. The first thing I did after reaching the place was I went inside the store and I started checking out the stuff. So this is something which is like randomly I'm picking up anything and I'm just talking about it. Instead of this, I can tell this in a better way as well. So let's see how we can make it better. I went for shopping yesterday. When I reached the place, the store was very crowded, but still I went inside and I started checking out the stuffs. When I finalized my stuffs, there was a long queue at the counter. I went for billing. I stood there for a long time, got the billing done, and when I came out, it was too late and I was very hungry. So I went to the food court and I had a burger. And then I came back home. See, this was all in a sequence. So what did I do? It was very crowded. I went there, started checking the stuffs, then the billing, and then, I was hungry, and then I had the burger, and then I came back. So the first one and the second one, if you compare, the second one is more interesting, right? It is good to hear also. You can relate to it, connect with it. Okay, so this person went there, what did the person do, etc., etc. So this is what storytelling is about. If you tell something in an organized way, if you describe something in a well-organized way, it sounds better, it sounds clearer, and it sounds more interesting to the person listening to you. So that is why storytelling is very important. By storytelling, I don't mean that you have to come up with a story like once upon a time I went for shopping and what happened and all. No, you don't have to talk about it. You just have to talk about what happened in a sequence. How did you go there? What did you do? What happened there? So everything you have to talk about in a sequence, right? Next, another example I'm going to give you to help you understand what I am trying to talk about here, or why storytelling is important. Let's talk about the student protest which is going on. Okay, so you have to know what to talk about. You should know what to talk about. What are you going to talk about? Lots of things happening in the country, right? We can't talk about the entire thing in one go. So we have to pick up what we want to talk. For example, there's a huge protest which is going on at Jantar Mantar in Delhi. Students have also started protesting in other cities of the country as well. The idea of the protest is to revamp the education system or to reform the education system in India. The paper leaks, the re-examinations, the quality of education, etc., etc. is the agenda, is something which the students are protesting for. And I feel education is something which every country should take care of, because that is the future, because education is the building block which will help students to be successful in their life, in their careers. Okay, so this is how I spoke about the student protest. Now you can also start taking up anything and you can just start talking about it in a well-structured, organized way. You should know what you have to speak about. There are lots of topics related to it. Pick up one topic, one theme, what you want to talk about, so that it's easier for others also to understand what you are talking about, right? So stick to your theme, stick to your story. Here I wanted to give you an idea of what the student protest is about. I don't want to talk about anything else, right? I just wanted to talk about the main idea why this protest is organized. Okay, there are a lot of other topics also which you can take up. So that is why for storytelling you have to pick up a theme, you have to pick up an idea what you want to talk about. That is very important, and stick to that idea. Right, if you went for shopping also, you should know what you want to describe. Whether you want to describe your shopping experience, whether you want to describe the entire experience, or you want to describe what you did there. Okay, there are 3-4 parts of it. So you can talk about one single thing in 3 to 4 different ways. Like for example, that shopping thing. I spoke about the overall picture, like what did I do yesterday. If I wanted to focus on shopping experience, I would have picked that up and I would have spoken about it. Like, I went for shopping yesterday. I had to buy some stuffs for myself. When I reached the store, it was pretty crowded. It was little difficult for me to search for the stuffs, but then the staffs were very polite. They helped me and I managed to check out some stuffs. The collection was good. I quite liked the stuffs and it was easier for me to pick up some. So I didn't take much time to shop. But the line at the billing counter was big, so I have to wait there for my turn. But overall, it was a good experience. I got what I want. So this is how I described my shopping experience, right? If I want to talk about something else, so this is what, like, pick up an idea and then stick to it and talk about it only. Then don't go here and there, and then I went and had the burger and etc. etc. If you're talking about the overall thing, you can speak about it. If you're talking about any particular thing, speak about that. So that is what storytelling is. You have to pick up an idea and speak on it. Adhere to that. Stick to that. Don't go here and there. Don't change the topics randomly. Right? If you change it, it will not make sense. People might get confused what you're trying to say. So that is why clarity is very important, and that is where storytelling comes into play. If you're telling a story, it has to be clear, it has to be organized, and the message should be, or the idea should be very clear what you're talking about. If you master the skill, definitely when you are having a conversation with people, you will be heard, you will be appreciated, and people will love to listen to you. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye. Take care.